life-changing moment for a UW-Madison student after winning the Miss America competition. The message she wants to share with everyone back home. Also, Sun Prairie has the results of an election audit about the machines used to tally the votes, what they mean. And later, a former Dane County deputy who lied about getting attacked at Fescue Park pleads guilty. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Well, the entire country has its eyes on America's Dairyland after Miss Wisconsin was crowned Miss America 2023 last night. But before she won the crown, she was already making her mark on campus at UW-Madison. Our Catherine Merck spent the day talking to those at her school who aren't too surprised by her victory. Catherine?
Charlotte, Grace Stanke's list of accomplishments were already long and impressive before heading into last night's competition. She's a nuclear engineering student, a competitive collegiate water skier, and a classical violinist. Now this Badger gets to add Miss America to the list.
It isn't most days where Grace Stanke has a moment quite like this.
Miss Wisconsin, Grace Stanke!
But it was never something out of reach for the college student. When she's not winning the Miss America competition, you can find her at UW-Madison's engineering school.
I always knew I wanted to go into engineering. My dad's a civil engineer, and I had it narrowed down to either nuclear or aerospace. And when I talked to my dad, he said, nuclear doesn't have a future. There's no way. So 16-year-old me flipped my hair and said, watch me.
Now the ones looking at her include her mentors.
Oh, it was really exciting. We had a little watch party here last night to watch it all happening.
Paul Wilson is Grace's academic advisor and has spent a lot of time with her.
She gets to interact with a community of people who is a very different community of people who are looking to STEM fields and things like that. So her work out in the community is really going to cast a new light and really inspire, I think, young girls and women to go into STEM fields.
It's really awesome to see somebody who's academically successful succeed in their personal things too. So really excited for her.
The students on campus agree. A victory on Miss America's stage is what is destined for this Badger.
Even engineering students can do pretty much whatever they want, so yeah.
It's that message that Grace wants the people watching at home to remember as well.
It goes to show that anyone can do it and anyone is capable. I like to talk about how, for me, I have multiple identities. Yes, nuclear engineering is a big part of my life, but being able to be a nuclear engineer, be a competitive water skier, a violinist, a family member, a friend, an outdoors woman, and so many other things shows that the Miss America organization is truly a scholarship competition first and foremost, but also a professional development organization that enhances women to be the best versions of themselves.
So while the next year of Grace's life might be devoted to more nights like this one, it's the community back here at her college that will keep cheering her on each day.
This organization is part of the reason why I am who I am today.
As for what's next for our Miss America, this year will be dedicated to advocacy for her chosen social impact initiative. That's called Clean Energy, Cleaner Future. It's the hope of her academic mentor that after her reign is over, she'll be back in Madison to finish out her degree.
Catherine, thank you. And let's check your certified most accurate forecast with Julian Seawright.
A cold and breezy night is on tap for us, but outside of it, we also are looking at a little bit of some light flurries still lingering for us throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Let's get right into it. Taking a look at our radar. Still not a whole lot of collection in terms of light snow, but our friends to the west near Viroqua, we're looking at that band of light snow slowly starting to trickle its way just a bit southeast. But right now here in Madison, Dane County, and areas closer to the southern parts of I-39 are not dealing with too much snowfall in terms of light snow. Flurries are going to continue throughout the rest of tonight. We may see a couple more bands, but overall, we're not looking for significant impacts from the snow for the rest of tonight, but still be careful on the roads because they are rather slick as we get into the rest of our evening hours and transitioning into our Saturday. Temperatures will be steady into the middle 20s overnight, but we also have to talk about our weekend forecast because we do have one pleasant little surprise, even though it will be cold. We'll talk about this and potential other impacts for the holiday week coming up in just a few moments. Until then, back to you, Charlotte.
Thank you, Julian. The Merrimack Ferry will close for the winter on December 19th at 7 o'clock in the morning. It will undergo routine maintenance during the winter months and resume operations in the spring of 2023. In season, the ferry shuttles Wisconsin 113 traffic across the Wisconsin River between Columbia and Sauk County. So far this year, it has made more than 55,000 crossings. New at 6, 2 people are dead after a house fire in Janesville. This happened in the 2300 block of Hawaii Drive. Fire crews responded at around 1:15 in the afternoon. There, they found heavy smoke and fire coming from the single home. Bystanders said that occupants were inside at the time. First responders found both of them, but one died at the scene while the other died at the hospital. The fire is under investigation. One of Sun Prairie's wards was chosen along with hundreds of others around the state to be audited in the wake of this November's election. So what did they find? Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with the city's clerk and has more.
Well, Charlotte, these audits are part of the regular process after each election. The Wisconsin Elections Commission chooses hundreds of reporting units from different counties using different equipment, all to make sure that the technology behind the election works. In Sun Prairie's case, no news is good news. The results of their audit show that all the machines worked this November as they were supposed to. And City Clerk Elena Hilby says that's a good routine to follow.
Very confident and happy to find out that our machines were working exactly as expected. So, but spot testing them like this is just it's a great idea. It's a great check.
So about 10% were looked at as part of this year's audit. This is all as election officials gear up for the spring election. Sun Prairie had a clerical issue this past November, and the city is implementing changes so that it doesn't cause confusion in the spring election. We'll have more with our sit down with the Sun Prairie clerk up online at channel3000.com.
A former Dane County deputy who was fired after faking an attack at a state park is pleading guilty to a misdemeanor count of resisting or obstructing an officer. Sarah Bortz Rodriguez is accused of lying about being attacked at Fescue Park in Cross Plains in October of 2021, and then lying to the department's investigators about this. The sheriff's office says dash cam video showed Bortz Rodriguez cut herself and was not attacked. She was fired from the sheriff's office about a month after the incident. The Janesville Police Department is investigating after someone called early this morning saying their vehicle had been hit by gunfire. Police were sent to Jackson and McKinley Streets just after 1 o'clock this morning after a resident reported those gunshots. At 5:30, officers checked the area on the 300 block of McKinley Street and saw the car, but no casings were found. Anyone with information should call Janesville Police. Well, you may want to check your freezer tonight after Johnson's Sausage Shop issued a recall of a number of pork products. The recall includes ham, bacon, and pork chops, and they were sold in retail stores, farmers markets, and wholesale. No illnesses have been reported, but officials say the products could make you sick. For a full list of recalled items, look for this story on channel3000.com. Flu cases are going down in some communities. New data from the CDC shows more than 23,000 people were admitted to the hospital with the flu last week. That is less than the previous week. Still, the cumulative number of flu cases so far this season is the highest in more than a decade. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is being tapped as the next leader of Climate Mayors. It's a bipartisan network of hundreds of U.S. mayors who work to prioritize climate solutions within their cities. Rhodes Conway said a top priority for her new role will be helping other cities take advantage of the climate solutions included in the Inflation Reduction Act. She previously served as vice chair in 2021 and 2022 and was also a member of the group's steering committee since 2020. The remains of a Wisconsin World War II pilot killed in action have been identified. According to the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, U.S. Army Air Force's First Lieutenant Roy C. Harms of Grafton was officially accounted for on August 2nd. The bomber Harms was piloting in 1943 was struck by enemy anti-aircraft fire before crashing in Romania. His remains were not identified until the use of modern technology and new identification techniques. Harms will be buried in Grafton. When we come back, News 3 Now continues its 12 days of giving. Plus, if you're wondering where's the beef, you might want to check a local food pantry after a local farmer's massive donation.
Sometimes Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Golden Cars is having a huge fall sale with 2019 Hyundai Ioniq Hybrid starting at $16,995 or $285 per month. Don't miss out on 2019 Hyundai Ioniq Hybrid starting at $16,995 or $285 per month. Golden Cars is over 20 to choose from between our east and west locations. Get huge gas savings with up to 60 miles per gallon. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Gobin. Go to Gobin Cars east or west.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com. Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Steinhaffel's holiday sale is going on now. Steinhaffel's has all the latest styles in stock and ready for delivery. We have something for every style and every budget. Start with store-wide savings of 35 to 50% off. And for a limited time, make your purchase more affordable with Steinhaffel's 72-month financing. It's Steinhaffel's holiday sale. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com. Relax. It's Steinhaffel's.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
News 3 Now's 12 Days of Giving initiative continues today, this time filling a need for 3 young girls torn from their home country by war. You've met the Sokar family on our programming before, as we've told you their story of their resettlement in the Madison area. Our sister company, Madison Magazine, heard they had a need and stepped up.
We are from Kyiv, Ukraine. We came here when the war started in Ukraine, the 3rd day we left the country.
Maria likes to draw.
On behalf of the magazine, we'd love to present your girls with these gifts. So these are HP Chromebooks to help you guys at home with your coursework.
It's amazing to be here for Christmas, so thank you for these wonderful gifts.
It's really important for us at Madison Magazine to help immigrant families and even refugee families. It's a story that we've shared in the magazine.
If you have a need or can fill a need, check our 12 Days of Giving project online right now at channel3000.com. A local farmer is donating a half a ton of Japanese beef to the Badger Prairie Needs Network in Verona. Darren Kittleson of Generations Beef is one of only 3 farmers in Wisconsin who raise Japanese beef. The meat couldn't come at a more critical time, too, as area food pantries see record numbers of households facing food insecurity. Badger Prairie Needs Network anticipated to serve 36,000 individuals this year. That's an 84% increase compared to last year. The pantry is also sustainable and part of the Wisconsin Food Recovery Network.
We keep about 50 tons of food out of the landfill annually by recovering food from local retailers. Then what we can't distribute, we pass on to our local farmers to use as animal feed and as compost.
BPNN is the only pantry in Dane County licensed to do this. This beef is also a crossbreed between Wagyu and Angus. It's also heart healthy for consumers. Still ahead as snowmobilers prepare to go out on the trails, the DNR sends out a safety reminder. And a melody of music is filling the terminals at the Dane County Regional Airport. We'll take a glimpse at some of those performances. Plus, some chilly temperatures will be moving in for the weekend. Just how cold is it going to get? Julian has the answer in his complete forecast after the break.
Set up your home for the holidays at Waunakee Furniture ETC and color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Wow, this is where you work now?
Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
Volunteering offers more than benefits for those served. Volunteers reap health benefits from the time they give. RSVP of Dane County's Driver Services Program needs volunteers to provide rides to medical appointments and deliver meals to older adults in Dane County. Ideal candidates are of legal driving age, love to drive, and meet new people. Schedules are very flexible, and volunteer drivers will use their own vehicles and are reimbursed for mileage. To make a difference, please contact RSVP of Dane County today.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each Butterburger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
How do you use your energy? Inspiring a spark of creativity? Working hard to reach your goals? Thinking outside the box to bring your vision to life? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Passengers traveling through Dane County Regional Airport were blessed with live Christmas music. Today was the first day of Tunes in the Terminal, showcasing performers throughout South Central Wisconsin. Our Brian Mesmer went there to check out some of the sights and the sounds.
We have the 2022 Holiday Tunes in the Terminal at Dane County Regional Airport. This program is going on over 10 years now. This is the first year back since the pandemic started, where we have kids in the terminal playing live music, as you can hear, and I was just really excited to have them all back.
Wayland Academy is a boarding day school in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. We have 165 students from all over the world, and this is our band. I think it just really raises the spirits for the holiday season, and when people are kind of stressed about traveling, and they can kind of see these bright, shiny faces playing music that's some Christmas music, some Louie Louie.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. I think it's great they do this. I hadn't even realized they had tunes in the terminal.
All of the performances, as well as the community sing-along, is right here in the public portion of the terminal. So even if you're coming to pick up loved ones or just in the neighborhood of the airport, we encourage you to swing on by, hang out for a little while, and enjoy the music.
Well, I think it kind of lifts your spirit. So I think it makes the airport a lot friendlier place.
Today, bands from the Wayland Academy, Wanakee High School Jazz Band, and Glacial Drumlin Middle School Sizzling Strings Orchestra performed. The community is also invited to participate in the sing-along, which is tomorrow at 11 a.m. It is free and it's open to the public. Well, temperatures starting a downward trend heading into the weekend. Here's Julian with the complete forecast.
That's right, Charlotte. It's one of those weekends where you got to start to layer up for and prepare not only for the next couple of days, but even for next week. So taking a look at our weekend, how things will pan out. 26 degrees looks to be our high for Saturday, and we do have some opportunities to see some light flurries early into our Saturday morning, but for the rest of the day, it's mainly going to be cloudy and it will mainly be quiet. As we roll into Sunday, it's going to be a bit colder. We're looking at temperatures into the lower 20s this go round, but we are starting to see a bit more sunshine as those winds start to shift coming in from the west. Now, take a look at our surface map. This low pressure system, which has brought in snow over the last few days, is slowly moving across the upper Midwest and almost out of the area as well, but it's going to continue to bring in just some light snowfall showers throughout the rest of our evening going into tonight, but it's going to be very isolated for southern Wisconsin. Not many of us are going to be looking at light snow showers, but some light flurries are still going to be possible, especially with the winds as they are breezing from 10 to 20 miles per hour. We could see some blowing snow overnight, but outside of that, things are still not looking to be very concrete in terms of the snowfall in itself, and even 3 hours later, looking for just a couple of small isolated bands of snowfall throughout southern Wisconsin. So we're not looking for this to accumulate more than trace amounts, maybe an inch for some areas, but overall it's not going to be our biggest headline. As we continue throughout the rest of our Friday nights, again, seeing a couple of isolated snow showers, but overall things are going to be rather quiet and smooth once we get into the rest of tonight. Though the roadways are still going to be rather slick, make sure you are giving yourself extra amount of time and even taking it slow on the roadways. Please be careful because it is still slippery. Now, as we get to Saturday morning, cloud cover, temperatures in the mid-20s, and as we go into around the lunchtime hour, we will be into the mid-20s still, lower 20s for some areas, but wind speeds will start to pick up. The cloud cover is going nowhere, especially once we get into Saturday nights. Now, temperatures are still going to be rather into the lower 20s section until we get into our Sunday morning, where the teens will take over for southern Wisconsin. You can see the wind shifting coming in from the west. We're going to see cloud cover starting to lift just a bit, but temperatures are going to be rather cold throughout our Sunday afternoon. Going into Sunday nights, we have another opportunity to start to finally see some clear skies, but temperatures themselves will be into the single digits. So make sure that you have heat and that you are layering up going into our Sunday nights, because Monday morning is going to be a bitterly cold start to our work week. Now, outside of that, we're looking at trace amounts of snowfall from any light snow showers that are left. But one thing we are going to be watching for is going to be next week. So this is your first warning to make sure you have a plan in place, because coming Wednesday, we may see another system that could be bringing in quite a bit of snowfall that will be measurable for southern Wisconsin and Wisconsin in itself, that could hinder our holiday travel. Though we're saying this could happen because we are looking at another model which is also not bringing in that amount of snowfall, but it's actually going to be clipping once we get into our Thursday. So a couple of things to watch for to see how things line up over the next few days. But until then, enjoy the sunshine and quiet while we have it, because once we get into next week, it is going to be cold. We are looking for some snow chances, which is also going to be giving us a good shot at having a white Christmas next week.
The DNR is reminding snowmobilers to operate within your limits and stay sober when out on the trails this season. In the early months of this year, there were 14 deadly snowmobile crashes. 10 of those involved alcohol. And here are some early season ice reminders to contact local sports shops to ask about ice conditions on the lake or river you want to cross. Do not travel in unfamiliar areas and slow down when traveling at night.
Well, it's never too early to start looking at next season. When we return, we hear from Braylon Allen on what he hopes to do for this team in 2023. That's next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stock up for the holidays this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee canned green beans, just 39 cents. And Hy-Vee corn, just 39 cents. Get up to 12 cans of Hy-Vee corn or green beans for your holiday recipes. Only 39 cents each, only at Hy-Vee.
Attract a wide variety of birds to your yard with Enchanted Garden Bird Food. We carry a great selection of high-quality blends to ensure only the best for your backyard friends. Save big money on Enchanted Garden Bird Seed. Check out our great selection of quality Libman cleaning supplies. Our shelves are stocked with brooms, mops, and more to keep your home clean and comfortable. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
Get Hy-Vee's best deals of the year this Friday through Sunday. Get bacon for just $1.99. That's Hormel Black Label Bacon, just $1.99. And 10 Hy-Vee brats for just $10. Only $1 each and only at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
From the moment that Luke Fickell took over Wisconsin as Wisconsin's head football coach, the one thing he has preached is building relationships with this team, and that's truly where he wanted to start. Well, as this team does get ready for their first game under his reign, Braylon Allen got candid about the conversations that he and the new head coach have had, especially when it comes to next season and the role that he wants Allen to play.
We had talked a lot about just me stepping into, a bigger leadership role over the next year. Obviously, ideally, I would like it to be my last year here, but so just kind of, being that leader that I need to be, that I want to be. Coach Fick wants me to be, lead in every way possible, on the field, off the field, locker room, vocally, lead through actions, all that stuff, all that type of stuff.
Well, we've officially reached that time of the year when the frozen tundra actually lives up to its name. As the Packers get ready to come back from their bye week and host the reigning Super Bowl champs, they are also getting ready to play in their ideal climate. It's going to be a very cold one come Monday night, and Aaron Rodgers and company are hoping those freezing temps do give them the edge.
I love when the weather turns and we get to have some Packer football weather. I think anytime the weather gets cold, the guys don't move maybe at the same speed. We have the advantage. We know where we're going, a wet, cold field. That's always been an advantage. Throwing the football has been an advantage for us in the weather as well. I can't put a specific finger on it. Most of us are not from here, but we just get a little bit better used to being in the cold, I think, because we practice outside.
Well, the Packers' next 3 of 4 games are actually at home with the Rams in prime time Monday night. That kickoff from Lambeau is set for 7:15. And checking in with Badgers in the NHL. In case you missed this last night, Cole Caulfield lit the lamp twice. The Canadians were trailing by 2 at the start of the third period when Caulfield started the rally. 2 goals in 3 minutes makes it a tie game with the Ducks, but Anaheim goes on to bury 3 more. Caulfield currently leads Montreal with 18 goals this season.
All right, Jordan, thank you. We got a cold theme going here.
Yes, cold.
Seems to be a theme here. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But
well, ready or not, here it is.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Charlotte. So speaking of, here's how things are going to be going, especially as we get into next week. Yeah, your jaw drops, Jordan. Yes. Single digits will start overnight heading into our Sunday, and it is just going to be a cold stretch throughout the rest of the week. We're looking at daytime temperatures in the teens and overnight below 0.
Layers, and more layers. All right. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.